I think you saw two great performances between Scott and Brown, who they just dominated our 1 and 2s. You know, I mean, with the exception of Earl. I thought Earl was physically matched with those guys. The rest of our guards weren't in the ballpark with Scott and Brown. I thought Scott and Brown's defense was terrific. Their offense was terrific. Those two guys, you pack it in to stop their drive, they kick it for threes. You extend to stop the threes, they drove by us to start the half. So they're very, very hard matchups, and you got to give those two a lot of credit.
How hard has it been at this point without Milton Loyola?
Well, our offense just stops. Earl's really coming on. I think Ben Richardson's coming on. You know, Turk is a great shooter for us, but Milt's been our point guard. We don't have a point guard right now. Earl's trying to play some. We got to get some production from Jeff White, but it just hurts because Milt gets us everything. We can't. It's just hard to talk about it because he's still out for a while. We've got to have. I think Earl's really starting to step up, but Milt just creates. Our offense stops. We got to get some other guys. Got to step up, and we've kind of said that. I think Earl and Ben Richardson are playing better, and I think those guys are some. But defensively, we just didn't have an answer for Scott and Brown. You know, in the beginning, you're really trying to take away their drive, and they kick it, and they were just draining threes. Then you kind of start to pull out a little bit against their threes, and then they just went to the rim so hard on us. And I just think they're two tremendous scoring guards that can drive it and shoot it. And when you can do that, you become matchup. That's a matchup problem for us. And they exposed it. And then you got to give them credit. They knocked down the shots too. I mean, last game Brown hits, and we've all year long been one of the better teams defending the three-point line in the country. And they've hit 22 threes in 2 games against us.
What do you think it is about Brown now 2 3 games against you? Is there something about him that makes him, for you guys specifically, tough to defend, or you think just kind of the way it felt like that?
Well, he blew by our guards. We got to get a guard to be able to guard the dribble. And it's tough to, you always talk on defense, it's tough when it's one dribble blow by. And you got to be able to at least fan them out side to side a little bit. And, both Brown and Scott can drive it and shoot it, like I said. There's some guys that you can really play on their three-point shot. There's some guys you can really play for the drive. They can strike you so hard. And they're physical. You know, they went into us. They drew those fouls. They bodied up, bodied in, drew the fouls, and you got to give them credit. Those two guards are strong, physical, and they turned the corner and they initiated contact, and they're physical as well as athletic. Really like those two. In my opinion, they're right up there with the Wichita guards. I mean, obviously the Wichita guards have a ton of experience, but these two guys are not far behind. Is a great tandem guards.
Any indication as to when Milton will come back?
No, he'll be looked at next week.
Seemed like Julius, he's still a bit raw and awkward out there. Looks like he's also giving you 9 pretty solid minutes. It seems like. What do you think about the way he's doing?
I mean, Julius is just the speed of the game is catching. He's getting used to that. But he's put on weight, and I think he's going to be fine. I think he got some confidence today. But it's just Christian didn't look like Christian. Even though Christian played, he didn't look like Christian. The concussion. He got cleared to play. We're not putting him in any danger. But I think when you come back from a concussion, it sometimes takes you some time to get you involved back in. And he was. CT was out of it. Even though he played, he was out of it. And we'll get him back down this final stretch. We're counting on it.
I think it's changed a lot. Team looked for me to create a lot, not only for myself, but for them as well. So my role in offense has went up.
You got, personally at least, 23 points, 3 assists, no turnovers. I feel like this might have been your best game this season here.
Yeah. I would like to think so.
What was it about the defense? You were able to get to the rim a lot. What do you see in the IC defense that kind of gave you those lanes?
I sort of just seeing the gaps in their defense, and then I just wanted to just penetrate and just get all the way to the rim, and I was able to do that.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to the point guard play, I guess you seem to be more naturally more of a 2 guard, but with Milt out and Keith hasn't been playing quite as well, you need to, like you said, create more. What's that been like for you trying to take on that role in the offense?
I don't think it's been hard for me to do because at Coffeyville I had to do it a lot, so I'm getting used to it a lot more now at this level. So I think it's coming pretty easy.
Earl, you talk about, can you talk about Indiana State's early offense and what they were doing to try to, get going and maybe what they were seeing on the floor and when you guys had trouble, difficulty stopping that stage of the game?
Their offense, they really just killed us in transition. Like, they had so many transition buckets, and we was having trouble getting back and stopping the ball. That's what really hurt us.
Actually, one more question. Porter just said that Scott and Brown thinks they're basically as good of a backcourt duo as Dan Lee and Baker and Wichita. You see both of these teams play now. I wonder if you have any comment on that.
Both times we played in Indiana State, their guards have played well.